Tottenham Hotspur have officially completed the signing of midfielder Enzo Fernández from West Ham United in a blockbuster deal worth £85 million. The highly rated midfielder becomes one of Spurs' marquee arrivals of the summer and has signed for the North London club after being convinced by the club's ambitious project and the vision of the head coach. Fernández said, "I'm very excited for this next step. Spurs is a massive club, and the head coach was a key part of why I have decided to join. When we spoke, it was very special. We look at football in the same way, going onto the pitch as a strong team, with fight and energy to try and win every game." The Portuguese midfielder will wear the number 18 shirt at Tottenham as he begins a new chapter in his career. Fernández arrives with high expectations and is expected to play a key role in Spurs' midfield as the club looks to compete for major honors in the upcoming season. His arrival represents another significant statement of intent from Tottenham as they continue strengthening their squad ahead of a new campaign. Kylian Mbappé is attempting to convince Michael Olise to leave Bayern Munich and complete a high-profile move to Real Madrid. France captain has been encouraging his international teammate to make the switch to the Santiago Bernabeu, believing Olise would be an ideal addition to Madrid's attacking lineup. The 24-year-old winger is expected to hold talks with Bayern Munich officials after the FIFA World Cup to discuss his long-term future, with growing speculation surrounding his next move. Real Madrid are believed to admire Olise's creativity, technical ability, and versatility in the final third, while Mbappé is said to be playing an active role behind the scenes and trying to persuade the Bayern star to join him in the Spanish capital. Although no formal agreement has been reached, the upcoming meeting between Olise and Bayern could prove decisive in determining whether the Bundesliga champions can keep hold of one of their key attacking players. With the World Cup nearing its conclusion, Olise's future is expected to become one of the major transfer stories of the summer, as Real Madrid continue to monitor developments closely. Atletico Madrid have entered the race to sign Marseille forward Mason Greenwood, with the Spanish giants stepping up their interest ahead of the summer transfer window. According to reports, Atletico are preparing to meet with Greenwood's representatives as they explore the possibility of bringing the 24-year-old to the Spanish capital. The former England international is said to be keen on a move to Diego Simeone's side, with Atletico emerging as one of the leading contenders for a signature. Marseille are expected to sanction Greenwood's departure this summer if a suitable offer arrives, opening the door for several European clubs to compete for the forward. However, Atletico Madrid are not alone in the race. Roma and Fenerbahce are also monitoring Greenwood's situation and remain interested in securing his services before the new season begins. While no agreement has been reached, Atletico's growing interest has intensified the battle for one of the summer's most sought-after attacking players, with Greenwood's future expected to be decided in the coming weeks. João Cancelo is prepared to push for a permanent move to Barcelona, with the Portugal international determined to leave Al Hilal this summer. Cancelo has informed the Saudi Pro League club that he has no intention of returning and is ready to force an exit once his FIFA World Cup campaign comes to an end. Barcelona are understood to have already reached an agreement with the 31-year-old over a 2-year contract, paving the way for a potential reunion at the Spotify Camp Nou. The remaining obstacle is Al Hilal's asking price. The Saudi club are currently demanding more than €10 million to sanction Cancelo's departure, while Barcelona continue to negotiate in the hope of securing a lower fee. Cancelo is believed to be prioritizing a return to Spain, with the experienced fullback eager to continue his career under Barcelona's project after previously impressing during his time at the club. Although an agreement between the two clubs has yet to be reached, Barcelona remain optimistic that a deal can be completed if Al Hilal lower their valuation. With the player pushing for the move, negotiations are expected to intensify in the coming weeks. Sandro Tonali has spoken publicly for the first time about his decision to join Tottenham Hotspur, revealing that head coach Roberto De Zerbi played a decisive role in convincing him to complete his £100 million move from Newcastle United. The Italy international was speaking to Italian media at Milan airport on Thursday before traveling to London to finalize the blockbuster transfer. Explaining his decision, Tonali said the move represents a fresh chapter for both his football career and his family. "We decided to make a change, so we are ready for this new adventure." The midfielder also praised Newcastle for their handling of the transfer and expressed gratitude to his former club. "Newcastle wanted the best for me, and I wanted the best deal for Newcastle. So we are all happy, and I am ready for this new challenge." Tonali had attracted interest from several Premier League giants, including Arsenal, Manchester City, and Manchester United, but ultimately chose Tottenham. When asked why he selected Spurs, The 26-year-old highlighted the influence of Roberto De Zerbi. "It is a life choice for my family because we come from 3 years at Newcastle and our lives changed with our child's birth. So we decided to change a bit." Real Madrid are becoming increasingly pessimistic about their chances of signing Chelsea midfielder Enzo Fernández during the summer transfer window. The Argentina international remains one of Madrid's priority midfield targets, but the financial demands of the deal are proving to be a major obstacle. The overall cost of signing Fernández is currently beyond what the Spanish giants are willing to commit, casting serious doubt over the club's pursuit. Chelsea are understood to value the 24-year-old highly and are under no pressure to sell, making any potential transfer extremely difficult to complete. As things stand, Real Madrid are reluctant to meet the financial package required, with a rising cost threatening to bring their interest in Fernández to an end. While the midfielder continues to be admired at the Santiago Bernabéu, Madrid may now be forced to explore alternative options as they look to strengthen their squad ahead of the new season. Manchester City have reportedly entered the race to sign Lille midfielder Ayyoub Bouaddi, setting up a transfer battle with Arsenal for one of Europe's brightest young talents. The 18-year-old has attracted widespread attention following a breakthrough campaign in League One and an impressive start to the FIFA World Cup, establishing himself as one of the most sought-after midfielders of the summer. City are planning a strategy that would see Bouaddi signed this summer before immediately returning to Lille on a season-long loan to continue his development. The proposed arrangement is said to appeal to Lille, who are reportedly open to allowing the Moroccan youngster to remain at the club for another year while securing his long-term future. Arsenal have been monitoring Bouaddi for several months, but Manchester City's entry into the race could intensify competition for the highly rated midfielder. Although no agreement has yet been reached, Bouaddi is expected to be one of the most closely watched young players in the transfer market as Europe's top clubs battle for his signature. Former Spain and Arsenal midfielder Santi Cazorla has officially announced his retirement from professional football at the age of 41, bringing the curtain down on an extraordinary 23-year career. Cazorla made 776 appearances across 6 clubs, winning 2 FA Cups with Arsenal and lifting the UEFA European Championship twice, with Spain in 2008 and 2012. The veteran returned to his boyhood club Real Oviedo in 2023 and played a key role in helping the team earn promotion to La Liga for the first time since 2001. After one final season in Spain's top flight, Cazorla has decided to hang up his boots. In an emotional farewell message, Cazorla thanked Real Oviedo and described the club as his home, while the club confirmed its doors will always remain open for him, with a coaching role expected to be part of his future. One of football's most admired midfielders, Cazorla retires as a true legend of the game, remembered for his remarkable talent, resilience, and humility. Manchester United and Manchester City have reportedly emerged as the preferred destinations for Borussia Dortmund midfielder Felix Meka, as interest in the German international continues to grow ahead of the summer transfer window. Premier League giants are at the top of Meka's list of potential next clubs, while Newcastle United are understood to be lower down his preferred options. The 24-year-old has attracted attention with his impressive performances for Borussia Dortmund, prompting several of Europe's biggest clubs to closely monitor his situation. In addition to the Manchester rivals, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid are also keeping tabs on the midfielder as they assess potential reinforcements for the upcoming season. Although no formal bids have been submitted, Meka is expected to be one of the most closely watched midfielders on the transfer market, with Europe's elite clubs preparing for a potential battle over his signature decant. Paris Saint-Germain are pushing to complete the signing of Yan Diomande, with the highly rated forward reportedly agreeing personal terms with the French champions. Diomande made it clear that PSG was his preferred destination despite attracting interest from several top European clubs, including Liverpool. PSG are now in active negotiations with RB Leipzig, who value the talented attacker at more than 100 million euros. Reports suggest Leipzig could be willing to accept a reduced transfer fee if Diomande is allowed to remain at the club on loan for another season. However, PSG are believed to want the player available immediately, meaning they may have to meet Leipzig's full valuation to secure the deal. Talks between the two clubs are continuing, with PSG determined to finalize one of the biggest transfers of the summer as they strengthen their squad for the upcoming season.